The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
From the Duck Pond in Odessa on the campus of Fairview Schools here in the Appoquinimink School District, welcome to the 2024 high school football season opener. Tonight we feature a Class 2A matchup between Lake Forest from District 3 against the home team, the Odessa Ducks from District 2. These two met in the season opener last year at Lake, and the Spartans won that one by a score of 30-14. Hi, everybody. I'm Glenn Frazier. Let me bring in my broadcast partner, Pat Garriates. Lake has a very good nucleus returning from a team that finished 4-6 last year, Pat. 4 of those 6 defeats were a touchdown or less, and it all starts offensively with their senior fullback.
Yes, Aiden Young, the returner there. He's special. Last year they were hurt and decimated by a lot of injuries, but like you said, Glenn, they return guys led by Aiden Young. You also look outside at the wide receiver position, Darius Miller and Navon Pierce, 2 electric wide receivers for this junior quarterback, Jackson Parson. And then if you look up front, Glenn, they got 3 returners, senior Matthew Cannon, Jameer Harris, a senior as well, and then the third senior, Trezon Stanley, who goes at right guard. And they're an impressive group up front. Then you got Chase Lewis in there as well as a junior, and then the freshman, Travion Culbertson, is the new addition to the offensive line there for Lake.
All right, and then let's talk about Lake's defense. They like to go with a 5-2 alignment. They want 5 down linemen, only 2 linebackers, and then the secondary. They're playing up there to stop the run. They
are, and they got 3 secondary guys that return, Pierce, Miller, and then Jakai Hodnett comes in there as a sophomore. He's a strong safety. He gets the job done as well. Andrew White is at free safety. You go Nance and Torres at the linebacker position, and then up front you go Damian Brewington, Chase Lewis, Jameer Harris, William Knoll, and Xavion Cooper, another freshman up front.
All right, that's the Lake Forest Spartans. How about the Odessa Ducks? First-year head coach Nick DeGotti, who comes over from Appo High, where he was an assistant under Brian Timpson. And he's excited to get things going this year. Odessa moved up to Class 2A last year, and they had a rough time of it. They went 2-8. But, of course, they also had the new rule in the Appoquinimink School District where the 3 teams had to play each other. Right. So Odessa had to play up against Appo, play up against Middletown. So there was 2 of those 8 losses. And they also had a close 5-point loss to a very good Howard ball club. So let's start here with Odessa offensively, as MJ Kussman is the quarterback. I saw them scrimmage against Tatnall about a week and a half ago, Pat. Everybody's talking about Isaiah Melton, the returning junior running back, but keep your eye out today on number 5, Chase Beelan. He is a stud, and if he gets into the open, he's fast.
Well, that's it. I mean, you look at Beelan, he's got that agile type build, and Melton looks like he's the thunderous back. He's a big young man down there, number 2 in black. So it'll be interesting to see that backfield as they get things going.
And you like this wide out here, right?
Yeah, well, Nakai Hand in the warm-ups here did a double back handspring, landed that thing, the sophomore wide receiver. We may see him get in there in the rotational phase through that passing game.
Also, I think you had your eye on one of the linemen, had pretty good size. That might have been Xavier Fares. I'm not sure, but he's a 2-way lineman.
Fares is a 2-way guy. Jake McCauley as well out there at left tackle, the junior. Some big-time size out there for the Odessa Ducks. A program that's just going to continue to climb, I feel, Glenn.
Coach DeGotti has 5 receivers he'll rotate in and out. A sophomore, Xavier Terrell. Another sophomore, we already talked about in Hand. A senior, Tyshawn Wilburn, and 2 juniors, Javon Truitt and Elijah Starkey. And some of those kids have some really good height for Kussman to throw to in the little jump ball situation. Defensively, something new for us. Never heard of it before. The Ducks are going to use what they call a Vader D. Explain that one to me.
Well, if you're a great Star Wars fan, the main it starts with number 9, Alex Turner, the junior. He plays the Vader position, and all that means is he's going to rotate all around the field. He's going to blitz quite a bit. He's going to be all over there. He kind of, maybe it's the old rover position that some of you folks that played back in the 90s, early 2000s, so on and so forth. And that's pretty much what he does. He's positionless. It's positionless football with Alex Turner. Go make a play for me, 9. We're going to line you up wherever we feel the advantage is, and we're going to let you go make a play.
So the assumption is he's the stud on defense in the middle of everything. We're going to be keeping our eyes out for number 9 defensively for the Ducks. All right, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodal Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodal Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodal Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodal Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Glenn Fraser alongside Pat Garriantes here, the season opener of Delaware High School football. We're about ready to go. This is our First State Ortho game of the week. First State Orthopedics with 46 physicians and 22 physician assistants at 16 locations, providing surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of conditions, trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. They serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, many local rec and competitive leagues. Their docs are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consult and treatment. Call 302-731-2888 or visit firststateortho.com. Please mention you saw and heard their ad right here on Delaware Live Sports. We are ready to go. The Odessa Ducks kicking off to Lake Forest to start the game. Odessa in their black unis, jerseys and pants, green numbers outlined in gold, and then those white helmets with the green duck wings on the sides. Here's the kickoff, little pooch kick down the center of the field. Missed by an up back, and now they alertly just fall on it back inside the 20-yard line. So not very good field position for Lake. Very effective kickoff for the Ducks.
Yeah, that works. Good start there. Special teams, always an important facet of the game, Glenn. Can never let that go. Yeah, that works. I mean, you pin the team inside the 20 there. It's a good start. And here we go. We get a first look here at this Lake Forest offense, Glenn. And that Vader defense.
Yeah, there you go. So you keep your eye on number 9. I'll watch the running back. And Aiden Young, a lot of talk about him being all Class 2A, all-state material. He is behind the quarterback, Parson.
Yeah, Turner looks like he's to the far side. Now he switches right up that A gap.
I thought, we have a flag on the far side. I think 2 running backs were in motion at the same time. And that's something you're going to see in an early season game, right?
I was going to say, definitely temper some expectations at home. These two teams, first time getting to play at 100%. And, I mean, here's 100% speed in week 1 or week one of the regular season's a lot different than the scrimmages. It's a different type of speed out there, so expect a little bit of dirty laundry on the field. That's just part of the game, part of the learning process for these guys.
So backed up from their own 17 back to the 12-yard line. First down and 15 for Lake Forest. Once again, the quarterback, Jackson Parson, the center, Jameer Harris.
Oh, we got ourselves a wing tee.
Yeah, we do. Long signal count, back in motion. Yeah, it's a little wing tee reverse action. But it didn't gain much, maybe 2 yards up to the 14.
Yeah, not much there at all. Going up the middle. Good work by that Odessa defensive front.
Aiden Young on the carry. Patty gains 2. It will be second down and long.
Second down and long here. And again, we'll keep an eye out, as we said, Alex Turner.
Yeah.
Number 9 in black. He will roam around the field at that Vader position.
He's kind of hiding amongst the linebackers now. Young again behind Parson. Man in motion. Motion back, gets the ball, trying to get the edge, and he does up across the 20 out to about the 23. Good carry that time by the sophomore, Andrew White.
Yeah, and it's just a classic wing tee action. He comes in motion, gets the sweep, good blocking out front. They get around the edge, and that ends up being about a 7-8 yard gain.
Yeah, we'll give him 8.
Down.
Yeah. So third and short now for Lake, trying to make up for that early penalty. Just shy of the 24-yard line, so third down to about 3.
Looks like we got a uniform violation, so some stoppage there.
Okay. So Lake's first play right up the middle. Wing tee dive, that didn't net much, but they got the edge. Good lead blocking that last play. Both wideouts split the opposite ends of the field. Aiden Young behind the quarterback, Parson. Young got the call.
Oh, wow.
He bounced it out. Oh, yeah. The little pitch out to number 6 in the game.
Good defense on the edge out there by number 8 there for the Ducks. Noah Norman, the senior. He came up. He recognized, the motion coming his way. He came up, made a play, tackle for loss, and early punt here. 3 and out.
Good disciplined defense that time by the Ducks, and the ball carrier was Russ, Darnarian Russ. No gain. Actually, he lost a couple of yards, so it's going to be 4th and 5. Back to punt is number 1, Darius Miller, the senior, one of the captains. And now we have a penalty flag before the snap.
Too many men on the field, maybe?
I don't know.
Again, that would be, legal substitution.
Yes, you are right. So Odessa should get pretty good field position out of this. Back deep for the Ducks. Let's see, we have number 1 to the far side. That's Kasai Truitt. I think that's number 8 to the near side. That would be Noah Norman. Both seniors. To receive the punt by Darius Miller. There's a snap. It's perfect by the long snapper. High punt, not much distance. That breeze out there. Coach and staff yelling for everybody to get out of the way. Lake touched the ball, so it'll be down inside the 20-yard line, Pat. Wow. Great field position for the Ducks.
Can't ask for a better start there if you're Odessa, right? You get a 3 and out. You push the offense back, and then punt did not go according to plan there.
No. Well, there's a little breeze out here. You can see the flags down in the far end zone.
It was in the punter's face, too. I mean, it was in Miller's face, so.
All right, so Odessa's quarterback, MJ Kussman. We have 2 receivers to both sides of the field. The lone running back is Melton. And now the officials are ready. Well, Melton takes a direct snap, and the Wildcat goes right up the middle, broke a tackle, and he's close to a first down, Pat.
Oh, you see Melton, we talked about him as a game changer for them steps right in, takes that direct snap. Think McConomy from Apo the last couple of
run
years, right?
DMC, right?
Yep.
Trips to the far side. Now Cussman's in the game. Throws into the near flat, setting up the screen. Good defensive play.
That is. You're not kidding, Glenn. That is not an easy play right there by number 11, Jakai Hodnett, just coming up and fearless, making an open field tackle there.
Loss on the play of about, I'm going to say 2 yards. It brings up 3rd down and a short 3. Cussman now has Beelan behind him in the backfield, in the gun. Hands it off to Beelan, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another. He's got 1st and goal down near the 5.
Yes, he does. Great job. Good patience with the ball, waiting for the blocks to develop. And Beelan gets it down inside the 5-yard line, or right around the, looks about the 6.
Okay.
1st and goal.
Good blocking, good lead blocking that time on the left side. That'd be Lucas Myers and Jake McCauley. The guard and the tackle. Just underway here, first quarter. Lake went 3 and out. Odessa had great field position after the punt, trying to capitalize. Cussman hands off the Beeline again. Oh, he kept it himself.
Yes,
Shy of the goal line, he's going to be down at the 1. Great job of faking. He faked me out, Pat.
Yeah, that was a good job. And, I thought I saw him rolling the mesh point on the handoff the last time. I didn't say anything, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, he's going to keep one of these. They're setting that up. Good fake, but again, another great tackle on the perimeter by the Lake defense.
At the 1, 2nd down and goal for Odessa. Trying to get on the board first here. Tight formation. We've got a powerhouse backfield. Beelan is the deep back. Handoff is to Beelan. Started right, cuts it left. He's in the end zone, and there's the first touchdown of the 2024 season.
How about that? Great work. I'll tell you what, impressive drive by that Ducks offensive line. Got really good push there for their halfbacks, and Beelan takes it in for the touchdown.
5-play drive to go about 20 yards to get the score after that punt into the wind.
Oh, man, then we got that's the Penn State victory song right there. As anyone out there that dabbled in the college football video game that came out, first one in 10 years, Glenn, we were excited for it, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They would recognize that.
I was all set to go to that game. I had a ticket and transportation, and then I had to have surgery.
Oh.
And I didn't get to go.
Looks like there was a little false start there.
Okay. So that'll back up the kicker a little bit for Odessa. The kicker in there, it looks like number 85. We don't have an 85 on the roster. High snap. Placement down, kick is on the way, kick has the distance, the kick is up and good. Timeout on the field, 6:49 to go in the opening quarter. The Ducks draw first blood. It's Odessa 7, Lake nothing. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish.
Well, it's first game jitters for everybody, and you go to the website for sports to get the rosters, and there's no 85. The kicker is Jackson. I've already forgot the last name the guy gave me. I'll have to go back and check him. But anyhow, number 85 was not on the website roster.
It happens.
Yep.
It happens.
All right, now Lake Forest trying to get better field position to start this drive. Last time a pooch kick was this one's just a deep kick, taking advantage of the wind inside the 10-yard line. Up to the 15, trying to get to the far outside. Nothing doing. Tackled shy of the 20 at about the 18.
It appears just nowhere to go there. Really good kick. And once again, special teams big right there for the Odessa Ducks.
Yeah, they opened up with a little pooch kick, and that one he just put the leg into it. And Lake starting almost the same spot they started after the last kick.
A little stadium pulse, little adversity here for the Lake Forest offense early in this one. Let's see if they can handle it right here.
Jackson Parson, the quarterback.
Got him.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, got to move. You got to try and move the ball here if you're Lake. At least get a first down or two.
Yeah.
Can't afford another 3 and out.
Looked like a little confusion in the offensive set there as Andrew White moves from the backfield to a slot receiver. Aiden Young deep in the backfield.
I would anticipate him to come in motion here, Glenn, if they stick with the wing tee principles.
Officials ready. Parson turns. Now we got a whistle before the snap again.
We got a timeout.
Is that what we got?
Yep.
It looked like a coach was out on the field trying to get that.
Odessa timeout here, Glenn.
Didn't like the way things were set up there, I guess. So a timeout for the Ducks. They'll have 2 left here in this first half. Let's get you up to date on a couple of scores earlier today in the Gridiron Pigskin Classic up at Abyssinia. Hodson Votech with a hard-fought 21-6 victory over Howard. We don't have a final on First State Military and AI DuPont, but First State was winning 34-0 at the end of the first quarter against the Tigers. So we're assuming that they went on to a rather easy win. Other games tonight, Benny Mitchell and the crew down south, Sussex Central and Laurel. Capes at Red Lion. That should be a good matchup. It was a close game last year between those two. Seaford and Woodbridge, Middletown versus Redbank Catholic, Sally's versus Episcopal, and that's part of the Gridiron Classic.
That's right. And
that one should be underway.
Oh, and at halftime, we'll have the Dover Federal Credit Union halftime score updates for you guys, so keep an eye on that.
Boy, hand up the middle and just swarmed under immediately. Aiden Young on the carry. And for Odessa, it looked like that might have been Johnny Whaley on the stop. I'll take that back. It was number 32, 34. No, there's a 52 out there, so there's another jersey that we don't have. I wonder if Odessa just changed the website roster on me.
Well, there's a little counter crisscross, and again, this Odessa defense is flying, Glenn.
Yeah, right in the middle of the field. They just stopped one after the other.
And there was penalty markers. Again, this wing T offense, these early weeks, it's so timing driven. I mean, everything. There's the illegal shift against them, all that motion going on. You got to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Lake so far to start this one off looks a little rattled, Glenn. They look a little rattled as a group. Turner that time looked like he was flirting with an outside rush, and once again shot the A gap to the Lake sideline.
Got a legal shift there, as you said.
And, that kind of, another term was the amoeba defense, right? Where they're positionless, you don't know where they're going. It could throw a lineman off. These guys not knowing where people are all lined up at.
Good friend Marty Sheehan is viewing the game and enjoying it. We thank him for being on board and all of you for watching this live stream. Third down and long. Second down and long. And late pitch out, good pitch out. And on the carry, it ends up being Andrew White. He'll get the yards back they lost on the penalty. And across the 20, he's going to set up a third down and about 5.
Yeah, great job. Parson did a good job getting around the edge, and as soon as he made the corner commit. Are you going to take me? You're going to take the ball carrier. He took quarterback. It was perfectly timed, perfectly executed. Left-handed pitch, too, which isn't easy to do. And that was a big-time play on second down to a third and manageable. They were in third and manageable last drive, too, Glenn.
Yeah.
Penalty and some issues occurred there, and they had to punt, but let's see if they can, again, this is more than a third manageable for this team.
So far, Lake has struggled trying to run the ball up the middle against Odessa. They had some success getting to the edge.
I don't know what's going on here. I think another uniform violation.
Yeah, one of the D-backs having to come off. So they'll get a replacement out there going out on the field. Number 14, Xavier Terrell.
I'm not quite sure what exactly the issue is, but they're being discussed. The officials are talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a knee pad.
Yeah, I noticed.
A lot of times that is the case.
Yeah, now we're just going to have a timeout taken by Lake to talk over the third down play. I noticed in the scrimmage that I watched, Pat, I had a couple of times the official, he didn't throw a flag, it was kind of a warning, and he told the players, and I could hear him from the sidelines. He said, that's about the 5th time I've told these guys, and it's the knee pad.
Yep.
It's pulled up above the kneecap, so they want to make sure that that's covering.
I get it, because you look at the next 2 levels, at both the college level and the NFL, the guys, their knee pads are above their knees, and it's a comfort thing because, it's kind of restrictive when you got that knee pad hanging over your knee. But, got to be safe out there, guys.
Yeah.
All right? I mean, the pads have already gotten so much smaller than they were back in the day. But yeah, that's going to be a challenge, I think, for a lot of guys because of the aesthetics of it. They like having the knee pads above the knee. It is a rule that's going to be enforced, though. Got to adjust.
I hear you. Okay, the Vader defender, Alex Turner. I see him lined up right in the middle of the field.
And he'll be moving. I mean, he's going to be moving the entire pre-snap, Glenn. And it's just a matter of what gap is he shooting.
Right. Lake Forest wide out, Dernieri and Russ split to the top of your screen. Other than that, tight formation, man in motion is White. Pass. That was a little low and incomplete.
What are they going to? They're going to say that's a catch?
Oh,
they're
going to
say, yeah. They're going to say it's a
ground caused the fumble.
They're going to say it's a catch and a first down, Glenn. So he reached for the first, and that's why that ball got knocked out. They're going to say he had first down yardage, and that it was a completed catch.
So they pick up about 8 yards there.
Much needed. They needed that first down.
Yeah.
After that first drive, going about as worse as it can, the punt not netting any yards, short field touchdown for Odessa. This is big for Lake Forest to get try and capture a little bit of momentum back.
That was Pierce on the reception, the quick slant pattern across the middle. Now Miller lined up wide out to the bottom of your screen. White goes in motion, stops. They fake the handoff up the middle to quarterback Parson. It was an option. He had nowhere to go, Pat.
Nowhere to go at all. I'll tell you what, the middle of that Odessa defense right now is a no-fly zone. There's a good Duck reference, right?
Yeah.
It's a no-fly zone. They are just bundling up the middle. Whether it be Turner or some of these linebackers, there's just nowhere to run there. It would probably benefit Lake to try and get outside a little bit. That's where they've had a little bit of their success. And that pop pass worked because these linebackers are blitzing. So, I'd look for Lake to maybe look at that again.
Lake Forest's first drive, first possession was 3 and out. They get their first down on that last play. White trying to get outside to the edge, not this time. In the backfield for the stop, number 0, senior defensive end Logan Bosco.
Yeah, Bosco did a great job of staying skinny on those blocks, and on a speed sweep like that, you're hoping you're fast enough to get around that DN. Well, Bosco he sniffed it out from the beginning, and he flew right upfield in a nice, strong, secure tackle.
We are under 3 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. 7-0 Odessa on top. Lake has a third down and about 13 up and coming. Ball inside the 33-yard line. Quarterback Jackson Parson is a junior. He just came from the sidelines with the play. Pierce to the top of your screen. Miller to the bottom. Hayden Young behind Parson. Russ in motion. Fake the pitch out. Pressures come and he's sacked.
Look who it is. Bosco again, Glenn.
Yep.
He's quick. He's got that West from Smyrna all those years, the sack leader who was all of 5'10". And he's got that same kind of build going. He's not a very, very tall guy. The door just slammed on me and took about 4 years off my life, Glenn.
That's the breeze that we had. Nice breeze we have up here.
But Bosco, he's not the tallest guy, he's not the biggest guy, but he's quick, and he seems to be a pretty headsy ball player. Back-to-back plays, negative yards for Lake.
Second punt of the ball game for Darius Miller. Again, into the teeth of this wind that just scared Pat and I by slamming the press box door.
Yeah, I think I just got, like I said, about 4 years taken off the life.
You can't afford that.
About 16 gray hairs added.
We've got a Lake Forest timeout, so the Spartans have now used 2 timeouts here in this first quarter. They didn't have the right personnel out there on special teams.
That's opening week. I mean, that's opening week stuff right there. I mean, that's what we've, what you see.
Yep. Head coach Fred Johnson now taking his time, walking out to the center of the field, talk to his team. I think he just wants to try to settle them down a little bit, Pat.
Smart. Yeah. Odessa comes out that they seem like they got their wits a little bit more about them in terms of, lining up correctly, personnel situation, and, they're flying around out there. Lake, it's not the best start in the world for them. So this is a good timeout, deep breath. We're only down 7. Let's get a good punt, and let's try and get a stop here on defense. You're still in the game. This is not out of hand yet, and you're almost at the end of the first quarter. You just got to collect themselves.
All right, timeout is over. Once again, Darius Miller back to punt. Last time, he got it way up in the teeth of the wind. Let's see what happens on this attempt. Good snap again. A lot better punt this time. And the Ducks just get away from it.
That's tough. That's tough right there for Demarion Russ. He's down there trying to cover that kick, and that probably had a good another 5 to 8 yard roll on it, but it just bounced and hit him. He had no way to get away from it.
Yeah. So the Ducks will take the second possession from inside their 45-yard line at the 44. Last time, it took them 5 plays, 4 on the ground, to get into the end zone. This time they got a little bit farther to go. MJ Cussman.
Still good field position for the Ducks here. Not, short field.
Cussman hands it off to Beelan. Hit in the backfield and drop back at the 41. Looked like big number 77 in there, Xavion Cooper. He's only a freshman.
How about that? The freshman. He was late getting onto the field. He was lined up a little deep. But boy, oh boy, when that ball was snapped, the 9th grader shedding blocks and making a play.
Man. And if he's still growing, look out by the time he's a senior.
Yeah.
Right?
He is, man. Big boy out there at the nose tackle.
Second down at 12. Fake the handoff up the middle. Cussman takes it himself on the bootleg in midfield. 45 tripped up and has a first down in Lake territory at the 44.
Tell you what, Cussman is doing a fantastic job of selling the handoff. I mean, his fake, his mesh point there is tremendous. There is a flag out there. I wonder if we're going to get a hold on the receiver.
Yeah, this might come back.
That was good for first down yardage, Glenn, too.
Yeah, the spot of the foul is in Lake territory at the 46, so they'll step it off from there. And it comes back to the original line of scrimmage. So that negates a nice run by Cussman.
And let's see if they run another play here or not. Maybe one more.
We're counting down here to the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds to go. Second down and 10. Ducks break from the huddle. 2 wideouts to the bottom of your screen. 1 to the top. Cussman looks at his wristband to get to play. They get the snap off. Fake, they throw it out in the flat. Receiver is tripped up. Another flag is down, Pat.
Yeah, let's see what this one is. Again, I'll tell you what I've been really impressive with Lake is the secondaries tackling. These are not easy tackles on these quick screens out there.
Catch was made by Kasai Truitt, the senior wideout. He only gained a yard, but we're checking the flag.
They're asking, so it's going to be on Odessa. They're asking Coach Johnson what he wants to do here. It's a false start, it looks like.
Okay.
Or illegal procedure.
And there's only 6 seconds to go here in the quarter. They'll start the clock up, and that'll bring us to the end of one quarter of play here in our season opener at Odessa High School at the Pond. It's the Ducks 7, Lake Forest nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action right after these words.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott
We're
Kammerer.
back here to start the second quarter of action. Got a couple of little things to clear up for you. So the kicker for Odessa that was not on the website roster's last name is Madiger. And Johnny Whaley, who was listed on the website as number 55, he's actually wearing number 52. And he's the one I saw in the scrimmage. It was just all over the field. Little reverse action there.
Yep.
Didn't work. Lake Forest is right there.
Kind of bumped into each other, quarterback and running back there, and by that time, Beelan he was swallowed up in the backfield. This is big here.
He lost about, well, I don't know, the chain gang's having a little problem over here.
It looks like there's some issues going on down there. I'm not quite sure why the
official timeout here. And you can see head coach Fred Johnson, he's out on the field about 10 yards. They never had the chain gang set along the far side. And I don't see the down marker I do see now. So I guess there was actually no loss on that run. I thought there was 2 or 3 yard loss in the backfield.
It looked like that.
Didn't it?
It did.
So it's going to bring up on the scoreboard. It says 3rd down and 16.
Well, it should be. That was 2nd down. It's
right.
It's not 16 though.
No. I thought maybe 3rd down and 12 or 13 or something, but
well, it's opening week for everybody. Glenn.
Yeah. Head coach Johnson, far side of the field, he's getting an explanation from the official. All of a sudden, after that big hit by the freshman for Lake number 77, Cooper, I feel the momentum turning a little in this game.
A little bit. I mean, about anything that could have gone wrong went wrong for Lake Forest to start this football game off. But they've done a good job of anchoring down and turning this into a competitive game, not letting it get away from them.
Right. Anybody's ball game, obviously, just a 1-possession lead for the Ducks. And let's see if we finally get this sorted out. The white hat coming over here to talk to, I'm assuming that's head coach Nick DeGotti. I can't tell from behind, but he has the headsets on. All of this occurring early in the second quarter, 11:25 to go in the half. Now let's get you updated on our schedule. Pat and I and the Central crew will be at Smyrna High next Friday night, a week from tomorrow. Salesianum against Smyrna. The last time these two met, 41-40 in the tournament.
That was a heck of a game. Heck of a game. And I know there's a lot of videos out there online. It was a controversial finish. You know, it's kind of like a Zapruder film. I saw so many different angles of that play.
Yeah.
Smyrna people think he was stopped. Sally's people don't look at the video. They just take the result. He got in.
Yep.
Nonetheless, it was a heck of a contest by both teams. Those young men poured their hearts and souls out there.
That was an opening rounder.
It was
game.
great. We were there.
Yeah.
We were there, Glenn. That was one of the better games you've seen. I know Twitter Phil put out a question about what's the best game you ever were in attendance, and I had forgotten about that one. I may have to revise my list because of that.
Yeah, I had to bail out of that tweet because it was starting to become the Mike Lang show.
Oh man, Glenn,
it's like Mike. Every 5 minutes, Mike was chiming in with something else. I'm like, come on, Mike. Let somebody else.
It was. What's the best game? Not what's your top 32 games, Mike?
Right.
Mike had one from every season of every year.
Yeah, having a little fun with our colleague Mike Lang, who is. I guess he's up at Abyssinia.
I guess he is
tonight, huh?
I guess he is, man. I guess that's where our main man is.
All right. So after all this, they finally set the chain gang in the down marker. So it looks now they're. I say that now they're moving. All right, are we ready, guys? All right, so the scoreboard is almost pretty right. It is about 3rd down and 16. I didn't think the loss was that much.
We got the chain gang. I think the chain gang was lined up wrong for the play is what happened. The ball was in the right spot. Chain gang was not.
Like you said, opening week.
It's opening week. That's what we're calling it.
Cussman, 3-step drop, sets up in the pocket. Now he's got pressure. He lets go of it late.
Ooh.
I think there was a little contact right before the ball got there. No flag is thrown, and the pass was intended for Javon Truitt.
Yeah, and that was Darius Miller in coverage, and he did a good job of coming up there and making a play on the football. And he was there. It was a bang-bang play right across the middle. But there you go, Lake. Another stop by Lake here.
Right. And now Odessa will have to punt into the teeth of this wind. And it looks like the punter is number 25. That would be Enzo Boni. Nice snap. No pressure. It gets off the punt. Of course, the wind's going to affect it. It hits at the 40 of Lake, and that's where it'll go out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Spartans get good field position for possession number 3. And again, Pat, I just feel the momentum just shifting a little.
Yes, this is the best offensive field position they've had, and now you can get a little bit more creative as a play caller. Put that defense on their heels. They're not pinned back trying to come after you maybe as much. And, this is where I think you could see some shots taken at this particular spot in the field. And if Lake, they're one big play away from really – getting themselves some confidence in this one.
Wide out, split to the top of your screen. That's number 7.
See Turner roving. He's
Hagen.
been on both sides of the line, and that's going to be
another flag.
That's going to be on the defense, I believe. It looked as though that was Bosco coming across early.
Yep, they will go against the Ducks. I think that's the first penalty. No, the second. They had that hold. So now 1st and 5 at their own 45 for the Spartans. Quarterback Parson quickly ran off the field to get the play from the sidelines. Now here he comes back in the huddle.
That's tough. I mean, that's the wing tee to the bone, right, to the core.
Oh, yeah.
The run to the sideline. We didn't believe in the wristband with the play sheet on it back in the day.
Yeah. Indio Hagen for the Spartans, split to the top of your screen. Parson in the gun. They run the option to the far side. He pitches out to White. White couldn't handle it. That let the defense get back there. He eluded the first defender. He's still on his feet. Wow. Is right. He ended up getting enough for the first.
Second and third efforts there off of the bobble. What a fun play there for Lake. It looks like let's see, what do they got here? I thought he got it.
I did too.
First down,
Yep, they're going to move the chains, Pat.
Yeah, chains.
Yeah, great job because he bobbled the pitch.
Yeah.
And there was a defender, I don't know who it was, right there in his face, but he eluded him and then got the 5 yards necessary for the first. At midfield, new set of downs for the Spartans. Now Parson under center. And now another whistle.
We got a timeout. That's the third timeout.
Yeah.
Wow, Lake out of timeouts now.
They are out of timeouts with 10:26 to go in the half as we keep it right here. Both these teams are Class 2A as we start off the season on this Thursday night. And, Pat, I'm glad we get to mix it up a little bit. I know a lot of times we're featuring the 3A teams, the Smyrnas, the Middletowns, the Salesianums, Sussex Central, Appo, Dover, and so forth. But it's nice to be able to do some of these other class games. And the way the schedule turned out on this Thursday night, it allowed us to come here to Odessa, and we've got a very competitive ball game.
We do. I mean, and these are two teams that are – going to try and compete for a playoff spot. Odessa's kind of up and rising, looking to continue to build their program. Lake looking to bounce back off an injury-ridden season. And, no, it's exciting to get these two programs an opportunity and take it in. And look at this. I'll tell you, how about this? Hard count city for the Spartans here, helping themselves out.
As they're going to get another first down and 5. And that will be for the first time in the game in Odessa territory for the Spartans at the Ducks 45. Now, these two are in different districts in Class 2A.
Right.
Odessa's in District 2. And then, of course, Lake is in the District 3, which is almost exclusively former Henlopen and Conference South teams, with the addition of Sussex Tech, who used to be in the north.
See Leighton Von Brandt down there.
Oh, okay.
Big fella in his Penn State gear. Appo, Coach Timpson and company, they're all over there watching this game.
Okay. They don't start their season until next week. Parson in the gun. White alongside of him. Back to pass. Sets up. He throws it downfield just over the head of his intended receiver and incomplete.
He had Miller on the post route, and he just overthrew him a little bit. But that was there. And I think you're going to see Lake take a couple shots here as this game continues to go on. They were kind of in protection mode there those first couple of drives. Now you finally got some momentum going, got a couple of penalties. It was 1st and 5. Take your shot.
Right.
I like that.
And plus now they have that wind at their back.
Right.
They're not throwing into the teeth of it. Well, I tell you what, seeing Brian Timpson down there, it'd be great if we could get him on for halftime for a little bit. We'll see. He likes the mic. Man in motion to the near side. They give it up the middle and trying to back down and get some yardage. Aiden Young, not much there. He's found the going tough.
He did, and that was Melton, Isaiah Melton. He was unblocked, and I'll tell you what, he did a good job of it. At least he got 2 yards there after getting hit right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 3. I'll be curious to see if this is 2-down territory for the Spartans.
Parson runs into the huddle from the sidelines again with a play. Under 10 minutes to go in the half. 3rd down and a short 3. Aiden Young, the fullback, and a double wing set. Ross in motion. Oh, big hole on the left side, and there's the best gain of the night for Aiden Young as he powers down to the 30.
Great work there by Young, and they got that blocked up perfectly. It looked like Odessa, they ran their blitz there on the wrong side of the field, and it just so happened that it was the floodgates open right there for Young. Like you said, big play. And Glenn, you mentioned it, momentum kind of shifting there towards the end of that first quarter, and Lake's kind of carrying that through. And they're going to run the ball control offense here with this wing T. They've kept that Odessa offense really off the field here. And they got a chance to answer here, tie this game up.
Yeah. Darius Miller, one of the returning starters from last year, split to the top of your screen. White in motion.
Oh,
now
boy.
Look, the option, the ball's loose. Now let's see who got it.
Scary play there.
Parson tried to hand it off to Young. I think he was going with a read option there. And I guess either Parson or Young came up with the ball, but there'll be a loss of a few yards.
Yeah, disaster averted, though, for the Spartans. That could have been really bad. Those mesh point plays are tough. Take a lot of practice, and again, opening week. Lake's got you can see a couple bugs they got to work through.
Inside of 8.5 minutes now to go in the half. Odessa scored on its first possession, and that's been it. 7-0 Ducks. Lake with their best drive right now. White in motion. Pitch out to White, trying to get the edge. He does at the 30, 25, and down inside the 20-yard line. That should be a first down yardage.
Was, and he did a great job breaking a few tackles. It looked like Duck defenders had good angles on him, but he was able to juke and jive his way, make a couple of cuts, and pick up 14 for the first down.
All right. From the 31 down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. First and 10 for the Spartans.
What an answer by Lake Forest after the disastrous start there.
Yeah. Pierce split to the bottom of your screen. Miller to the top, double wing set. White in motion. Fake the pitch out, rolls near side. Trying to set up the throw. He got the throw off, complete at the 15 and down near the 10-yard line. And that was to Aiden Young.
Wonderful job by Jackson Parson as a former quarterback myself. That is textbook technique. Rolling away from your strong side. He had to clear that defensive end, and then he just did a perfect job of squaring his hips and his shoulders up, opening them up, and delivering that ball on time despite taking a hit. He knew he was going to have to take one, and he put that right on the money to Young, and it's second down and short here now for the Spartans after that.
Great description, Pat. You're right. I think he had 3, maybe 4 defenders getting ready to pounce on it. All right, here we go. Ball is outside the 10 at the 11. And it's second down and 2. Parson in the gun, White to his right. They run the option to the far side. He sets up to pass, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. Now he throws it late, and it's a touchdown to Darius Miller. Did he go across the line of scrimmage?
Looks, I don't know. I mean, we got beanbags being thrown back here at the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to count it.
If so, it's an 11-yard
no penalty
strike.
Yep.
Wow, he came awful close to going across the line, but a great job on that drive by the quarterback, Parson.
Parson made back-to-back great plays in the passing game. I told you, they were kind of in protection mode. Those first couple of drives, they got in a good part of field position. They opened the playbook up, and you can see the athleticism. You can see why Parson is a captain on this team. He made some plays, used his agility and his quickness as a quarterback to create some separation, allow himself to use his arm on back-to-back plays to tie this game or bring Lake within 1. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Yep. Trying to get the lead. Darius Miller split to the top of your screen. Pierce to the bottom. And we go with a double wing set.
Tell you what, they could sneak it here. It looks like Odessa.
Now he's bringing Miller in right to the tight of the line. They give it to Young, hit in the backfield and dropped. No good. Let's see who the last one is that gets up off the turf for Odessa.
Melton came up.
What a shot there to negate.
Oh, Glenn, they said he was short of the goal line. So they did not score a touchdown.
Oh, they didn't give him the touchdown. Oh, my gosh, I thought that was a score.
So did I. We got to take that off. 7-0, second and goal.
So it was 9 yards, was not a touchdown. Aiden
We
Young.
were all fooled.
Oh, my. Aiden Young just lost 3 there. So now Young gets the ball, tries to spin in. Lake players say he's in, and now the far side ref does too. I saw the referees, at least the near side judge, he gave the touchdown signal on the pass.
I thought he did too. Well, nonetheless.
They get it in.
Yeah, they run a little bit more clock off.
Wow.
A couple of extra plays. Touchdown Lake. What an answer, Glenn. What an answer.
Yeah, that comes in from about 3 yards out. Aiden Young, it's been tough going for him tonight.
How about this? Lake with the Notre Dame fight song on the touchdown, huh?
we got Notre Dame references, Penn State.
I mean, Odessa's out here looking like Oregon.
Right.
Lake looks like Georgia Southern. It's great,
5:23 to go in the half. And Lake will go for 2.
They will go for this.
Yep.
Is an official 2-point conversion.
Yes,
Glenn.
yes, this time it is. And now's a whistle before the snap. And it's delay game on Lake. Oh, my. Well, that's going to back them up.
May let them get creative here. Maybe you spread this thing out and put the ball in Parsons' hands again as a passer.
Yeah. So they'll have to try the conversion from the 8-yard line.
And they may get another delay.
Yeah.
It's taking a while to get this in.
Because they have no timeouts left.
At this point, maybe you just keep taking delays until you create enough space for the passing game.
The Ducks have 2 timeouts remaining, only 5:23 to go in the half. Lake really chewed up clock on that drive. Russ, a lot of motion there. Throw to Russ. It was into the turf and incomplete.
Nothing there.
That play never really got underway to develop properly for Lake. So the conversion fails. It's a 1-point lead for Odessa with 5:23 to go. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, like we said, though, Glenn, a heck of an answer. The inability to get that 2-point conversion does make things a little bit interesting, but what a wonderful job by Lake facing some adversity here and turning this into a ball game. Now Odessa is going to get the ball back. Only 5 minutes left. Remember, I think Lake had the possession at the end of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they held on to that football for a long time. That was a long drive. And now Odessa's going to have a chance to extend their lead here before the half. Let's see what they can do.
Odessa has only run 8 offensive plays.
Yeah, that's
so they
crazy.
had the first possession, short field, 5 plays, touchdown. Next time, 3 and out.
Yep. And then we're almost at halftime.
Yeah. They're into the wind.
And that's the beauty of the wing tee, Glenn. That's the beauty of the wing tee.
Yes.
A run-heavy offense. You can control the clock, limit possessions, and as long as you execute, you can win ball games.
Number 19 for Lake will kick it off.
Oh, we missed it.
Is that a whiff?
I don't know what that. I think and now he just downed it.
Yeah.
So they're going to get the ball at the 41.
How about that?
Now, technically, Odessa couldn't touch the ball there. So that would have had to be blown dead. You would have had a penalty and a re-kick if he didn't touch it.
Right.
And that's just some football coach up right there. You just got to do some coaching up.
We're seeing some interesting things here in this season opener. All right, so Odessa will have great field position to try to add to their lead before they go into the locker room.
Another short field, so let's see if they can take advantage of it again.
Cussman. Now they're repositioning, and they're actually sending one of the players off the field. They had too many out there. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. They give the ball to Beeland. Beeland did a good job of making the first defender miss. He got inside the 35, I believe. Now they're going to mark him down at the 36.
That's a good first down run. Nice 5-yard gain. And now look at a little no huddle here, Glenn.
Yeah.
A little tempo from Odessa.
Tight formation. Beeland again right up the middle, trying to push that pile, and I think he just short, maybe by a yard.
And another good play. I think they go right back to it. Run it back, flip it, flip the formation, run the same play again.
The thing this does too, Pat, is it runs the clock. And remember, Lake has no timeouts remaining.
Yep.
So they try to score here
and
leave as little time on the clock as possible.
That, and you can't take a timeout to catch your breath here
No.
if Lake needed to do it, even though you shouldn't need it in the first half. But you never know.
Again to Beeline. This time he tries
what
to
a
get
job.
the edge. Nope, Lake's right there. And
What a
there's going to
job.
be a loss of a yard.
Yeah, that Damian Brewington led the way, number 9 on the defensive end. Tremendous job coming upfield, making a play, and finishing it off was Navon Pierce.
So now it's 4th down and 2. I thought maybe Odessa might use one of their remaining 2 timeouts to set this play up.
They're going to bring in, here comes the power back. You're going to see Melton come in here.
Okay. Clock running, under 4 minutes to go in the half. They're going to spread the defense. 3 receivers in this set. Long signal count. Direct snap to Melton. Made the first man miss, and he has the first down.
Knew that was coming. Thunder and lightning right there. Reminds me of Reggie Bush and Lendale White. 2005 USC Trojans.
Love the references. And quick, no huddle. Oh, high snap. They stay with the Wildcat, and a tough yard, maybe 2 there.
Tell you what, coming in there, Ian Nance, number 56, kind of tripping, melting up. Not allowing him to get too far down the field, leaving only a gain of 1 there.
Yeah, 2nd down and 9. Now, so far in the ball game, most of the positive yardage by Odessa has been right up the middle in the A and the B gaps. When they try to go get the edge, Lake is there.
Yeah, and you see, I mean, Lake's got some athleticism out there. Odessa's definitely got the size advantage.
Kussman back in the game. Wide out in motion. And they give the ball to Beelan, tackled from behind and spun down shy of the 1st down. He's close to the 20.
Chase Lewis on that tackle, Glenn. I'm impressed by the tackling from Lake Forest. A lot of times you see a lot of missed tackles week 1.
Yeah.
They've been pretty sure-handed. Now, right now, up front, Odessa's winning the battle. That's why they're matriculating this ball down the field again, but no missed tackles here.
No. Pretty good defensive ball game so far by both sides. 2:20 and counting to go in the half. Odessa with the ball up 7-6, just outside the 20-yard line of Lake. 3rd down and short. Kussman flanked by Beelan. Takes the snap, hands it off to Beelan. He got the edge, and he's very close to a 1st down. I think he has it.
I think he's got it as well, Glenn. Good work by Beelan, just knowing where he's at on the field and finding a way to keep the chains moving.
4-yard pickup. I think it's probably imperative that Odessa try to get the 6 here instead of attempting a field goal into the teeth of this wind.
I would agree with you. I think you got about a minute and a half here. You got 2 timeouts in your pocket. I think they take some chances here too.
In the backfield, they have 32, Carpentinus, the junior, as a blocking back. And now,
there's one of the timeouts.
Yep, a little bit too much confusion. Odessa will call a timeout. We're keeping right here with just $1:21 to go in this 1st half. Entertaining ball game here tonight, 7-6.
Yeah, two teams that this is an evenly match-up game right here, and 2 programs looking to bounce back and kind of build at the start of this season. And Glenn, both teams have had their moments here, and this game's flying by.
Our thanks to, again, good friend and colleague Marty Sheehan, who gives us the final score of that First State Military AI DuPont game, 62-12 in favor of First State Military. So we have 2 finals so far. Earlier it was Hodson over Howard, 21-6. And some other activity going on.
Yeah, we'll have that full roundup for you folks at halftime.
All right, coming out of the timeout, Odessa has 1 timeout remaining. Kussman has Beelan to his left. Fakes it to him. Steps up, throws the middle of the field. It's caught just shy of the goal line.
Did he hold on? He did. Perfect ball. Know you're going to take a pop there. Way to hold on to that football. Elijah Starkey.
Oh, good. And they're going to go no huddle again.
I like it. I like this too.
They fake it. Now they throw it. And that's caught, I believe, for a touchdown. They're waiting. It is a score.
Looks like
I think that was number 1, wasn't it?
That was.
Kasai Truitt.
Yep. What a job by Odessa there. Knowing where they're at on the field, getting up on the football, and executing. Impressive job by Kussman on back-to-back throws.
That comes with 61 seconds to go in the half.
We are Penn State. They're playing that song again.
Okay, in to attempt the extra point is Madiger. Snap, placement down, kick on the way, has the distance, and the kick is good. 14-6, Odessa. Pat, how about that drive? Run, and then 2 passes.
Yeah, wonderful job, and they needed that. Odessa kind of gone cold, hadn't had the football. Like you said, Glenn, they had the short field, so it was only a 5-play drive to open it up and then a 3-and-out. So that was good for them to be able to put a drive together. Both the run game and the passing game executing well. That was a flawless offensive possession there for Odessa.
Yeah, and into the wind on that possession.
Yep.
But, of course, it all started with the muff on the kickoff.
Yeah, it did. It did. I mean, and again, I mean, that's just a learning, teachable moment. It's something that you don't see it often, right? So you don't know how to really handle it. But if no one touched that ball, it would have been moved back 5 yards and it had been a re-kick, more than likely.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have went, the 10 yards needed, just like an onside kick type of thing.
All right. Lake Forest should get decent field position with just 61 seconds to go in the half. Again, Odessa has to kick into the teeth of this wind. But with 61 seconds, Lake would have to get down the field in a hurry. They have no timeouts left.
Oh, now they're playing the Rooster.
Madiger on the kickoff.
The Rooster is not dead.
Little pooch kick, hit by an up back. Odessa recovers.
Oh!
The Ducks have the ball, and who came out of there with it? It's number 9, Vader.
The Vader. Alex Turner. Unbelievable.
Oh,
you never see it executed. You never see that executed. That's unbelievable right off the back plate.
2 huge special team plays for Odessa late in this first half. That one, a line drive pooch kick right off the body of a Spartan special teamer.
That's just straight out of The Replacements, if you catch that reference.
Yeah, I got that one.
But, yeah, I mean, Glenn, you're taught on that front line. You have to wait for that ball to go over your head before you turn and run.
Right.
And you kind of took it for granted right there at the front line of Lake. And how about this? Odessa can double dip.
Yeah.
And they get the ball coming out of half.
That's right.
So they could triple
back
dip
to
here.
Pass over the middle, caught.
What a catch.
First down to the 35-yard line. On the reception is number 88. That's Tyshawn Wilborn.
He's on the basketball team. I'll tell you what, Wilborn, just great hand strength to hold on to that, knowing he was going to take a hit.
Going quickly, throwing again. That one just mishandled and dropped. Stops the clock with 42 seconds to go in the half.
Wilborn was the big rebounder on the basketball team this past year, Glenn.
Yeah, you did remember that. Good job.
I impress myself sometimes. I give myself a little pat on the back every now and
See,
then.
you didn't lose 4 years with that door slamming. You still got your memory.
I did. You're right. That the mind lives on, even though the body may.
You got your reflexes too. Cut it out.
I do.
I'm like double your age. Kussman in the gun. Rolls near side. Sets up. Throws near flat. And I believe a diving catch made down there.
Ball looked like the ball hit the turf, Glenn, according to that official.
Okay, they're going to say hit the turf, incomplete. That was intended for Kasai Truitt. Stops the clock with 36 seconds to go in the half.
See if the Ducks take a deep shot here, even though it's third down. They do have one timeout left, Glenn.
Yeah.
Let's keep that in mind.
Lake's playing the prevent defense.
Smart.
Cover
Smart.
4.
Yeah, smart. Right? I mean, this is probably a little bit out of the field goal kicker's range. Just ensure the tackle, bat the ball down.
Kasai Truitt split the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers to the top. Kussman in the gun. Drops straight back. Pressure's coming. Sets up a screen. Caught. Spin move. And Beeline goes down for a gain of about 2.
Wonderful job sniffing out the screen there. That was Ja'Kai Hodnett as well as Ian Nance. Both those guys came up, and just great tackling right there. I think you're going to probably see a timeout and a Hail Mary here based off of how this thing's looking.
Yeah, the head coach down there with the referee, he's got him right in his hip pocket. So barring a penalty, this will probably upcoming be the last play of the first half. 1.2 seconds.
They want 3 seconds, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, it's been a very interesting first half in our season opener, Pat. That's for sure. We've had a little bit of everything.
You're right. Just when you thought you seen it all, Glenn, you see a couple of things that you're like,
oh, man.
good Lord, what is going on out
Yeah,
here?
you're right.
Is that,
Here at the pond.
Hank Stram? Is that a Hank Stram? What's going on out here? Or was that Lombardi? Who was that? The old NFL films?
Yeah, I think that was Vince Lombardi.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. What's going on out here? Old NFL films.
I wish that was still.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you got a little bit of it with Hard Knocks, but it's not the same as the Steve Sable,
Yeah, Steve did a great job.
Yeah. It was awesome back in the day.
I can't remember the name of the game. There was a newscaster that he got to do the voiceovers.
The voice of God, John Facenda.
John Facenda, yeah. Oh my gosh. See, you got your memory, kid.
man.
Mine's going.
The autumn wind is a pirate. You remember that?
Oh, we're having too much fun here on opening night. That's right. Here's the last play of the half, barring a penalty.
It's not the love, Glenn. Football's back, baby.
Ghostman back. He rolls, tries to get away from the pressure. Now he steps up in the pocket. I thought he was hit from behind. Is caught down at the 2, but that's going to run the clock out.
What a job. Cussman, good work down there. Who made that catch? 88.
I think it was Wilborn.
It was Wilborn again. And
wow.
Great work by Lake securing the tackle right there. They gave up the big play, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Wow. Fireworks, Glenn. Fireworks.
Oh, man, that was about a 30-yarder. Into that wind. Wow. What a way to end the half. So we're at the half. We'll be right back with some scores and some other information for you. But it's 14-6 at the half in favor of the Odessa Ducks here on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful
your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
Well, we're back here at halftime. The Odessa High Marching Band out on the field. About 7 minutes to go in the halftime session. And the score here at the half is Odessa 14 and Lake Forest 6. Pat?
All right, Glenn, we're here at the halftime break. Got a lot of games going on. You mentioned a few of them here, and we're here for your halftime score report. Brought to you by Dover Federal Credit Union, voted an 8-time First State Favorite Credit Union. You can bank with a winner when you choose Dover Federal Credit Union. And Glenn, here we go. We're going to start off. You mentioned the two finals here from earlier today. First State Military Academy with an impressive victory over AI DuPont at 62-12. The other final we had earlier today was at Abyssinia Stadium, was a 21-6 victory. I believe that was Hodson over Howard in that one. And now we've got ourselves some first half scores around the state. 3 other games going on, at least that we've had updates from here today. Cape and Red Lion Christian Academy. Cape on top 14-0 at halftime of that game. Middletown at home taking on Red Bank Catholic from New Jersey. They lead right now currently late in the second quarter, 9-7 is your score there. And then up at Abyssinia, Salesianum taking on Episcopal Academy. Late first quarter in that one, and it's 14-0. Sal's on top of that one. And then Benny Mitchell has in our other game being brought to you today, Sussex Central at Laurel. Right now looking to get an update here from this one.
Okay.
And it looks as though, trying to get down to the nitty-gritty here. Looking back on the stream, Glenn. We'll have here this.
But you also had a score on University of Delaware and Bryant, did you not?
I did. University of Delaware on top 21-10. Second quarter action in that one. Delaware on top.
I want to thank the staff here while you're fishing that final score up at Odessa High School. Head coach Nick DeGotti and his staff, and the new athletic director, Rogers Gillespie. Our good friend Dan Pritchard, no longer the AD here. He did a great job here the first 3, 4, 5 years of this high school. And sad to see him go.
Yeah,
but we have a new guy, Rogers Gillespie. Okay, what do you got with Central and Laurel?
Central on top 20-8 over Laurel at the break.
I'm
sorry, oh, not quite. Hold on. No,
second quarter.
We got second quarter. Let's see. Well, Sussex Central's got 20. Well, it's 20-14. Central on top of Laurel at halftime.
Okay, so Laurel scored again.
Laurel did score quickly. It was a quick score.
That's very impressive by Laurel. Of course, they're Class 2A now, as they were the first 2-time champs in the state in Class 1A. Moved up last year, and they're stepping up, getting some bonus points.
Yeah, bonus points are important. They're
playing
important.
a 3-18. All right, so that gets you up to date. Once again, our scoreboard brought to you by Dover Federal Credit Union. Pat and I are going to step aside now for about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be right back with second half action here at Odessa High.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the Raw Bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Welcome you back to Odessa High School in the Pond. Once again, this is our First State Ortho game of the week. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician assistants at 16 locations, providing surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions. They are trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. They also serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local rec and competitive leagues. Their doctors are readily available to call to all local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consult and treatment. You need their services, call 302-731-2888, or you can visit the website, firststateortho.com. Please mention you saw and heard the ad right here on Delaware Live Sports. Glenn Fraser alongside Pat Gariantes. Ben Fulton, still photographer, is at the Pond here tonight as well. And then up top of the press box, our cameraman, Nick Halliday. Let's run down the scoring for the first half. Odessa was the beneficiary of a poor punt into the wind. It really affected the punt. They took over just outside the Lake 20-yard line, and it took them 5 plays to get into the end zone on a 1-yard run by Beelan, and the kick was good by Madiger, 7-0 at the end of one quarter. Lake got on the board, made it a 1-point game, a very nice drive with the win. They scored with 6:31 to go in the half, and it was a 3-yard run by Aiden Young. The conversion pass failed, so it was 7-6. Odessa, again, beneficiary of special teams play as they recover. Actually, it was down. The kicker for Lake kicked off, but he muffed, and then he went down on the ball to down it.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Odessa took over, right at the 40-yard line of the Spartans. They ran the ball all the way down inside the 20, and then 2 pass plays got them into the end zone. It was a 1-yard touchdown scoring pass from M.J. Kussman to Kasai Truitt. Madiger's kick made it 14-6, and then they had another shot, Pat, right at the end of the half. When they kicked off, line drive kick hit the back of a special teams player from Lake. They recovered inside of midfield. Couple of nice pass plays. Time ran out on them as they caught the last pass by Wilborn inside the 5 down at the 2. Exciting finish for the Ducks.
It was an exciting finish for the Ducks, and I mean, what we saw there in the special teams game is just something you don't see it. You don't see it, and that was fun. That was fun to say the least. 14-6 Lake, pretty good answer there before the unfortunate end to the half for them there, but. I like where they are too, and if they get some good field position, they got to get a stop here. But if they get some good field position, you can see what that offense is capable of when they're not pinned in their own zone.
Yeah, I don't have all the unofficial stats totaled up, but M.J. Kussman was unofficially 6 out of 9 passing there in the first half, and he actually completed 3 passes into the teeth of that wind in the second quarter.
He did, and he did. I was impressed with him there down the stretch. Understanding, the intensity that they needed. He made some. He's not the most fleetest of foot, but he made moves within the pocket to get himself freed up and made really accurate throws down the field What I was really impressed with was the ball security, the hand strength from the Odessa receivers. They were hit on almost all of those catches and were still able to hold on. So very impressive passing game down the stretch there for Odessa in the 2-minute.
Not a lot of impressive rushing stats in the first half because these two defenses, let's face it, they're good. Chase Beelan led the way for Odessa, unofficially 25 yards rushing in the first half, and then 29 yards rushing for Andrew White, the sophomore for Lake Forest, getting most of that around the edge as he showed he has a good burst of speed.
He does, and like I said, I mean, it was, speed kills down here at this level, Glenn, and that it was well on display there.
Yeah.
In the first half.
All right, real defensive struggle here in this one. 14-6 at the half. Lake getting ready to kick off again into the win, so they'll have the win in the final quarter. Successful kickoff this time, short into the wind, taking on one hop at the 25, trying to get to the outside, and nothing going over there. It'll be a 5-yard return out close to the 30-yard line, and then that's where the Ducks will start with the wind at their back.
Got to get north and south there, Glenn. Got to get north and south on those kick returns. You start trying to get sideline to sideline, you get yourself into trouble there. Good gang tackling by the Lake Forest coverage team.
All right, here we go, starting out the second half. Ducks send Kasai Truitt to the top of your screen. It's a wide out. Also a slot receiver at the top of your screen, and now he comes in motion to the near side. Hand it off. Beelan with a big hole in the left side. Then he's undercut after he gained 4 yards.
Andrew White coming up from the safety position, laying the wood right there. Negating what looked like it was going to be a big gain.
Yeah.
Only about a 3-yarder.
So second down and short 7, long 6 coming up. Yeah, Beelan had a nice kick-out block there. I think that was Jake McCauley, the left tackle. But credit White for coming up quick and reacting. Direct snap. As to Melton, he goes straight ahead. I think he was hit just shy of the 40 at the 39. It'll bring up 3rd and 1.
I like it. They get the big bruising back to run. They've run that a few different times here in this game, and it's been pretty successful for them, Glenn.
Unofficially, Melton with 4 carries for 21 yards now, as he got 5 on that carry. This time Beelan takes a direct snap. Shifty runner hit at the line, but I think he just got enough for the first down.
He did, and it was that cut right at the line of scrimmage, Glenn, that got him, because otherwise that was really good coverage up front by Lake.
So head coach Nick DeGotti and his offensive staff, I believe his brother PJ DeGotti is the offensive coordinator. Down up, they're really mixing it up. They bring Cussman in, they put him under center, they put him in the gun. They go direct snap Wildcat to Melton, and that time to Beelan.
Yeah, really well. Good flexibility with this offense.
Once again, Truitt, Kasai Truitt splits at the top of your screen. Cussman back in the game in the gun. Beelan behind him. He hands it off. Beelan trying to find some room.
Wow.
Big hit, but he powered ahead for good yardage.
He lowered the boom on that one. What a run.
That was William Noel, the senior D lineman, on the hit. Gain of about 6 yards, though. Second down and 4 coming up. Just underway here in the third quarter. Kasai Truitt again will split to the top of your screen. And now we've got that blocking back in the backfield. Cussman hands it off. Beelan trying to find some room, hit hard as he gets to midfield. And he'll be about a yard shy of picking up the first down. Looked like the first one to get in there on the hit for Lake was number 9.
Damian Brewington. Yep, he did a good job coming up. And I'll tell you what, this Lake defense is in position. They're in great position. There's been a couple nice cuts here from the Odessa backs there that have kind of made the difference. They're falling forward. They're not getting pushed back.
Third down and 1. Again, they spread the defense. Kasai Truitt to the top of your screen. Wilborn is in a slot.
Looks like there's going to
And
be
now we've got a timeout.
Yeah.
Yep. Odessa calls a timeout. Their first timeout called by either team here in this second half. 8:46 to go in the third quarter. Once again, our crew will be at Smyrna High School a week from tomorrow night for Smyrna and Salesiana, big game in Class 3A. Both teams ranked in our early preseason Super 7, top 7 rankings. Salesiana we have ranked number 1. They have a lot returning, don't they, Pat? And then they got Odell Teal, I think, a transfer in, a running back from DMA. They got a couple of transfers from Middletown. Salesiana fully loaded again.
They are. They definitely are. The Sals are going to be a force to be reckoned with. But that's why you line up and you play every weekend. We'll see what happens.
All right, coming out of the Odessa timeout. Let's see what they dial up here with third and this short. 3rd and 1. 2 receivers, top and bottom of the screen. Kussman under center, tight formation. And I think they drew
Great work.
Lake offsides with a hard count.
Yeah, Lake got Odessa twice in the first half. And the Ducks get their revenge, and they pick up a first down because of it.
The yardage stepped off down to the Spartan 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs. I don't know whether that was the call or not, but it worked.
It did. And just wonderful patience right there up front by that Odessa offensive line to not jump. Good discipline.
In this set, 2 receivers to the top of your screen, a lone receiver to the bottom. That's Wilborn to the bottom. Kussman, play action, back to pass. Good blocking. Those a deep one downfield, and it's incomplete, broken up.
I'll tell you what, perfect coverage by Andrew White. He almost came away with an interception right there.
Yeah, he did. Javon Truitt was the intended receiver. Nice blocking in the backfield that set that pocket up.
Yeah, they're going to stop. They're worried about him. You know, they're going to worry about any kind of head injury there. He was a little slow getting up. They're going to force him off the field here for a play.
Okay.
White.
Stops the clock with 8:20 to go here in this third quarter. And I don't know the officials coming down saying, get off the field maybe, Coach.
Yeah.
You don't get a timeout here. So it's 2nd down and 10. Ducks again send Kasai Truitt to the top of your screen. Hand off to Beelan, and he is ankle tackled and surges forward for a couple. Looked like in on the stop was number 56, the linebacker, Ian Nance.
Good work there by Nance. He's been all over the field, and again, he's not the biggest guy on the field, but he's fearless, and he's made, I mean, we've called his name out 5 or 6 times already in this game.
Nance Brewington's had a good game defensively. Noel Lewis for Lake Forest. 3rd down and 8 for Odessa. Kussman gives the play to his tight end. Back to pass. Pump fake, throw over the middle, and just missed his target that time. Incomplete.
I think we're going to get a hold here.
Yeah. Well, Fred Johnson might just go ahead and decline this one and bring up 4th and 8. We'll see.
They're going to take him back, Glenn. How about that?
Okay.
They're going to take him back.
Back him up on their side of midfield.
Got to watch out for screen here if you're this Lake Forest defense trying to play the field position battle.
Yeah, head coach Johnson of Lake Forest. He a couple of yards out on the field at midfield. He trying to bark out some signals to his defense. Penalty stepped off across midfield back to the Ducks' 48-yard line. Wilborn checks into the offensive alignment. Kussman gets the play from the sidelines. And here we go. 3rd down and about 18. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, a lone receiver to the bottom, now 2 to the bottom. It's an empty set. Cussman surveys the defense. Back to pass. Maybe setting for screen, far side, but boy, Lake's right there. There's only going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Pass was caught by Beelan.
It's unbelievable, the tackling in this secondary for Lake Forest. I mean, once again, that was White again coming up and doing a great job securing a tackle. The secondary has been great today, getting ball carriers to the ground, which is usually not what your secondary, it's usually not a strength.
Right. White's had a heck of a game, both sides of the ball. He's the leading rusher for the offense. Boney in the punt, low snap, no rush. High spiraling punt. Lake just gets away from it. It bounces back towards Odessa, and they're just going to let it roll dead. It'll be down to about the 21-yard line of the Spartans. So with 6.5 to go in the third, Lake Forest will trot the offense out.
Yeah, let's see what they can do. That's a good stop. Right, they got the big stop there before the half, despite all the messiness on special teams. Got the stop here to start the half. I mean, they haven't had, it's been 3 straight possessions for Odessa. So it's the first time we're seeing this Lake offense in some time. They weathered that storm. They're still only down 1 possession. See if they can put together a good drive here.
And Parson has completed unofficially 3 out of his 6 attempts. As this time he's under center. They go with a double wing set. Give it right up the middle to Aiden Young. Eludes the first defender, but then he's gang tackled after about a 2-yard, maybe 3-yard pickup.
Looks like they weren't lined up right. Looks as though they weren't lined up right on offense.
You're going to give him credit for 2 yards, and that's it, Pat. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Oh, now we've got a procedure call. Yeah, okay. So Odessa will take the penalty and replay the down. So 1st and 15. I say Young, it's been really tough for him trying to go up the middle. He did have 1 nice gain of about 12 yards. And, of course, he scored the touchdown. Parson under center. Russ in motion. They fake the pitch out. It's a counter play to White. White across the 20 and upended at the 25-yard line, or he was going to get the first down.
Yeah, good job coming up and forcing him to leave his feet by Xavier Johnson, the corner here to the near side. Came up, looked to take the legs out, forced the hurdle, lost balance, but still good run on that counter crisscross. Setting up a 2nd down and 6.
Give him credit for 9 yards there. Unofficially just shy of 40 yards rushing for White. He leads everyone in the game in that category. Parson under center. Fake the pitch out. Russ gets the ball, tries to bounce it outside. Does break a tackle, and he's up close to the 30-yard line, but shy of the first down.
Good work there, swarming by Odessa. They didn't give up much there. And now you're setting up a 3rd down.
Russ is
keep an eye out for Alex Turner, Glenn. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
The Rover.
The Vader.
The Vader. Yep.
The Vader D. Russ, only his 2nd carry of the game.
Looks like he's lined up at defensive tackle right now.
On this 3rd down.
Defensive end.
Yeah, 3rd and about 2. Russ in motion. They give it to Aiden Young. Quick hitter up the middle. Young's in the secondary. He's at the 40, and Young's going to go down inside the 15 to 10. Caught from behind, but he gets across.
Let's see. The officials were not in good position for that. They're going to
he outran.
Touchdown. There he is. Yep.
I was going to say he outran the side judges on both sides. Oh, my goodness.
What a job. And it was just, again, Odessa's aggressiveness came back to hurt them. They had 3 guys blitzing A-gaps there. They ran that fullback wham pretty much to the B-gap, and there was no one there. And by the time he was at the second level, the secondary was not expecting to see him. And he housed it for a much-needed touchdown for the Lake Forest Spartans.
And now they got to go for two to try to tie the game up here. It's 14-12. Unofficially, 71-yard touchdown run up the middle.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Biggest play of the game. The last time they tried to throw a pass and it just fell incomplete. Let's see what they try here. Parson under center. They've got the backs lined up in an I formation. Fakes it to the first back. He tried to run the option, but man, Odessa was right there. No, it looks like maybe 64.
Yes, it was.
Xavier Fairs.
Great work by Fairs there, and they've blown up. The 2 extra points were pretty significantly blown up, too. I mean, they're giving no ground on that goal line.
We're down to a one-possession game again, folks. 14-12. Odessa leads Lake. 4:25 to go in the third. We're back in 30 seconds.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Glenn Fraser alongside Pat Gariantes back here at the pond. Here are the carries for Aiden Young up the middle in the game. 2 yards, -1, 2 yards, -3, 12, and that one, 71.
Wow.
Kickoff short into the wind, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Tough luck for the Spartans in the kick game today.
Yes, Odessa had done a very good job of bottling up returning All-State running back Aiden Young all game. But you just kept wondering, is he going to break one? Well, he did. He did. 71 yards unofficially. All right, so the Ducks will start at their own 35-yard line. They had a pretty decent drive going on that first drive of the third quarter before it stalled. Waiting for the white hat, and there's a signal that we're ready to go. Tight formation, one wide out to the top of your screen. Handoff, Beelan following, blocking on the left side. He gets the edge at the 40, crashes up close to the 49, maybe midfield, and he has the first down.
Tell you what, first time we saw some missed tackles from that Lake Forest secondary. And good work there by Beelan, keeping the feet moving.
Yeah, according to the spot here by the official, just across the 45-yard line for the first down.
It looks like there's cramping going on down there on the field, Glenn.
I've been waiting for that because that always happens early season.
You know, even when it's chilly out, there's always the threat of cramping.
Now we got confusion again with the chain gang. The near side judge marked Beelan across the 45, and then the far side judge marked him with the ball with the point barely at the 45. Regardless, they're going to give Beelan the first down. And that is that's Whaley. Johnny Whaley.
It looks like Whaley's going to be all right, which is good to see. The cramp, obviously painful right when it's happening, but he usually can get a pretty good quick turnaround, get some Gatorade in him.
Yeah. All right. After the Beelan 10-yard run at the 45 of the Ducks. And they feed Beelan again, and this time pouncing on him right at the line of scrimmage was Lake's number 52, I think.
Raekwon Sullivan, it was. He did a great job getting off a block and securing the tackle.
Raekwon was one of the players that started on the offensive line for Coach Johnson last year. He was not listed as a starter tonight, but in the game now and making his presence known. 2nd down and 10 for the Ducks. Larson gives it again up the middle to Beelan, and this time wrapped up by the ankles and that's Ian Nance.
Again, Ian Nance has been all over the field, Glenn.
Yeah.
And there's not much to Ian. I mean, Ian, he's not a big guy, but my Lord, he is finding ways, finding holes, and securing tackles.
Yeah, he just shot the gap. He read the play. So a 1-yard gain by Beelan. We're under 3 minutes to go in the third. It's 3rd and 9 for Odessa. Single receiver to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. Cussman waits for everybody to get set. Drops back to pass, throws far side, and the flat, it's caught across midfield into Lake territory, but shy of the first down.
And now decision time, Glenn. Decision time here for Odessa.
Catch was made by the sophomore, Nakai Han.
Let's see what they do. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, or maybe they'll let the play clock wind down before they make their decision. We'll see.
Yeah, it's 4th down and about 3 up and coming. So that play went for 7 yards. Now let's see. Maybe see the hard cadence again.
Good time for it.
Yep, 2 receivers to the top of your screen, and boy, there is some difference in height. Handoff up the middle. Good shifty move and diving for the first down.
The reach got it, Glenn. That second effort got it.
That was Beelan.
Beelan's been great. He's been great these last few possessions as that bell cow back.
Yeah. He did a good cut at the line of scrimmage and then somehow managed to squirt through a gap and then dive forward. So a nice gamble by Coach DeGotti on 4th and 3. He got 4 yards as we're down to 1.5 minutes in this third quarter.
Game's flying by, Glenn, flying by.
I was just about to say that, Pat, and I didn't want to jinx it. We've done that before. Parson. Now we got a whistle before the snap. Either a quick timeout or a 5-yard penalty.
Looks like there's a penalty.
Illegal substitution.
Something, yeah.
That'll back the Ducks up to midfield. And it'll be 1st and 15 from there. Clock running again now as we're counting down close to 1 minute to go in this third quarter. It's a 2-point lead for Odessa. 14-12 over Lake. Lake scoring earlier in this quarter on a 71-yard run by Aiden Young right up the middle. Receiver split to the top and bottom of your screen here. That's Kasai Truitt to the top. Handoff. Beelan bounced it outside, trying to get the edge. You can't do that on Lake. They just react too quick.
Unreal job by this secondary. That was Nevon Pierce coming up, taking the legs out, ensuring the tackle, making sure there's going to be no advancement. Nice work.
Beelan's going to get credit for 2 yards to Lake's 48-yard line. I don't think Odessa has to snap it again. They can wait for the change of quarter. And it will give them almost a free timeout to talk about 2nd down and 13. The officials looking at each other again. I
think you're right, Glenn. I think they're going to take the quarter here.
Down to 5 seconds. Going to count down. We have put 3 quarters in the book in our season opener, and we have a very entertaining game here at the Pond. Odessa 14, Lake Forest 12. Fourth quarter coming back right after this.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Well, we're back here at the pond at Odessa High School on the campus of Fairview. And if you live in this area, you can send your kids to early childhood all the way through to 12th grade right here on this campus. They have early childhood, they have elementary, they have middle school, and the high school.
It is a beautiful campus.
Great facilities here, too.
Yes. And this is going to be a growing school. You know, I've said it. Give this high school another 3 years or so, and we'll be talking about, are they going to bump up to the top class?
Right.
I mean, you're going to get a lot of students here.
Eventually, I think that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Odessa now moving from your left to your right across the screen in those dark unis. They have a 2nd down and 13 starting this fourth quarter at the 48 of the Spartans.
I think what are they going to do here? They're going to flip the hash? They can't, right?
I don't know.
I'm confused. There's a lot of confusion today.
Yeah, like you said, opening game for everybody.
There it is. It's because we're going to flip the directions, of course. How could we forget? They got to. Did they got to flip the field? No, this is about right. This is right.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah,
this is right.
Yeah. This time you have Kasai Truitt split down to the bottom of your screen. I believe that's Javon Truitt to the top. Kussman drops straight back to throw. Little hitch pass out in the flat, complete down across the 40 to the 39 of the Spartans. And on the catch is Beelan.
Beelan and Josiah Torres on the tackle. Another great open field. This Lake defense, very good tacklers, very sound tackling team. For a team that doesn't have a whole lot of size.
No, yeah. 9-yard pickup there on the pass play. So they got a lot of the penalty yardage back. It's 3rd down to about 4. Ducks taking plenty of time to get this play off.
They're going to take a penalty here if they're not careful. There's timeout.
Yeah. Big play coming up in this game, 3rd down and 4. They want to take a timeout and talk about it.
Is that their second use timeout?
Yeah, second. Yeah. 1 timeout left for Coach DeGotti. Coach Johnson has his full allotment of 3 timeouts left.
All right, so here you go. I mean, this is decision time. Well, where do you go here on 3rd down and 4? Is it 2-down territory? A lot of decisions here on this call.
Let's take a look at some of our upcoming games. Of course, next week we'll have Middletown at Sussex Central. That's Benny Mitchell and the Southern crew. We'll have Salesianum at Smyrna. Those are Friday night games. But the night before, on Thursday night, the upstate guys will have Hodson Votech at Caravel. Yeah, that should be a good one. 7 o'clock kickoff on that one. So that's what we have coming up for you next week, folks.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Great to be football season again, Glenn.
And it goes so fast, man.
It does.
Now let's see what the Ducks dialed up here after the timeout. Kasai Truitt split way down here to the bottom of your screen. Kussman hands it off. Beelan, nice cut, good block, and he dives forward. I think he got the 1st down.
Yeah, he should. He should have gotten it. It looked like he got to that 45, which is the yard to gain there.
Got a good block. Let's talk about the offensive line for the Ducks. The center is Xavier Fairs. Nazir Williams, the right guard. Lucas Myers, the left guard. Left tackle is Jake McCauley, and the right tackle is Johnny Whaley. Done a pretty good job tonight.
They have, and they've gotten good push. Very little negative plays for Odessa, and that's all generated from them big hog mollies up front, Glenn.
1st down play. Handoff, Beelan started it up the middle of the field, got caught from behind, and there's a flag down as well. So there's a loss on the play, and then there's also a flag. Got an update for you. Salesianum leading Episcopal 14-7. That's a halftime score.
Okay.
Got a hold against the Ducks, and I'm sure Coach Johnson will take that. Back them up. So the Ducks are into this stiff breeze for the fourth quarter. They've had a ball quite a long time. Lake scored at the 4:25 mark. So Odessa's already had the ball over 5.5 minutes on this drive. Back at the Spartan 45, 1st and 20. Kussman hands it off to Beelan. He was slowed up in the backfield, and now he's tackled. And it looked like the first one in there was Jameer Harris.
Great work. And they're going backwards, Glenn.
Yeah.
That's going backwards.
That's going to be a loss of at least 3 more yards. Forward progress. Harris stopped him at the Lake 48-yard line. Two receivers just checking into the game, Javon and Kasai Truitt. And now here comes Kussman after getting the play from the bench. 2nd down and 23. Kasai Truitt split to the bottom of your screen. Slot receiver down there as well is Starkey. Wilborn to the top of your screen. And now we got official whistle.
Delay a game.
Another 5 yards. So Odessa had a first down at Lake Forest 35-yard line. A holding penalty, a 3-yard loss on a run, and now 5 more tacked on. They're back at their own 48-yard line. Kussman back to pass. Pressure's coming. He's flushed out of the pocket. Trying to set up and throw, and he's going to take a loss. Forward progress inside the 35-yard line.
Got to throw that ball away. But again, hey, young team, new experiences. This Lake team's starting to gather momentum.
Look at the sportsmanship out there, Pat. Number 53 for Odessa was on the deck, and number 8 for Lake Forest helped him to his feet.
Torres, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and, Lake's out here, they're competing.
53 is an Azir Williams, by the way.
And they're starting to get momentum here, Lake. It's starting to swarm a little bit. They got to like where they're at, considering how this game started. This has been impressive.
The sack goes for a loss of 15 yards back to the Odessa 33-yard line. So do the math. It's 3rd down and 43 yards to go. Two receivers to the top and bottom of your screen. Direct snap, Wildcat to Melton. Melton got up to the 35, pushes the pile to the 37-yard line, and that's it. It's going to be 4th and long. And here comes the punt team.
Well, and that's just, that was just, let's get our ball to our big ball carrier. Don't put the ball on the turf.
Yeah.
We'll go out there, we'll punt, we'll try and play the field position game here.
Back deep for the Spartans. Number 5, Nevon Pierce. He's the lone back. Good snap. Punt is off. Not bad into that wind. Hits inside the 40 of Lake. Takes a Lake bounce outside of the 40. And finally, Odessa downs at the 42.
It's just understanding, right? Just understanding the game there, right?
The ball's not bouncing the right way there.
Right, to touch it, right?
All right, 8:49 to go in the game. Spartan ball down 2. That was a long possession for Odessa. They ate up probably about 7.5, almost 8 minutes on that drive. But now the Spartans, with plenty of time and the wind at their backs. Parson under center. Handoff to Aiden Young. This time step right at the line. No gain. He was swarmed, Pat.
Yeah, and like you said, it's been feast or famine, right?
Yeah.
It's been feast or famine there.
Actually, took a loss of a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 coming up. Pierce will split to the bottom of your screen. Darius Miller to the top. Aiden Young, the fullback, behind Parson, the QB. They fake the pitch out. They run the counter play. White spins around. He might have gotten 2, maybe 3 yards.
Odessa swarming, trying to halt the momentum. Both defenses have been great, Glenn.
Yeah.
Both defenses have been great today. Not a whole lot of big play opportunities, though.
Yeah,
that's the
just
only
that
thing.
one. Yeah.
Not many shots being taken.
Got an official timeout on the field.
More cramping, it looks like.
Yep. So unofficially, I have White with 41 yards rushing in the game. And 74 yards unofficially on the ground for Aiden Young. 71 of that on the touchdown run. Big drive here.
It is.
We might see what kind of arm Parson has here.
He looked good, on their first touchdown drive.
Right.
He made 2 really, really impressive passing plays. One on a rollout across the middle of the field, finding a guy for 8, and then on what we thought was a touchdown, but really set him up with 1st and goal at the 1. A nice little play where he stepped up in the pocket and found his receiver in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Well, it was called a touchdown. But again, they get these side judges on the same page. All right, here we go. Coming out of the timeout. 3rd down and 9. Parson under center. Russ in motion. Fake the pitch out. Looks to pass. Throws it downfield. Darius Miller almost made the catch. Breaking that one up. Number 4, Xavier Johnson.
Great job by Johnson. He didn't fight. He didn't quit the fight, I should say. He got beat. Ball was secured. And as a cornerback, you're taught, if the ball somehow gets into the hands of the receiver, start trying to club and rip them hands apart. He did exactly that. He attacked the football in his hands and was able to jar it loose.
Yeah.
For an incomplete pass. Nice work right there.
It really was. All right, a good pass, too, by Parson. Here we go. They go for it on 4th and 9 from their 43-yard line. Parson in the gun. Takes a snap, rolls far side.
He can run.
Throws it in the flat, and it's complete, and out of bounds goes Miller as the first.
But hold on, Glenn. We got extracurriculars. First of all, it didn't look like – it looks like right there, it looks like there was some holding going on. Oh, that's going to be painful for Lake.
Yeah.
That's away from the play, completely out of the –
Yeah, all the way down here to the near side, away from the play to the top side of the field. What a costly penalty. They had the first down in Odessa territory down inside the 45.
Yeah, now you got to I think you got to consider a punt here. Yeah.
Yeah, because you still got 7:37 to go. Yep. And I think that's what head coach Fred Johnson's going to do.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
Mm-hmm. This will be, I think, the first punt with the wind for Lake Forest.
They're saying watch the fake.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I'd be absolutely jaw on the floor if they go for it on 4th and 19.
Back deep, Kasai Truitt to the near side, Noah Norment to the far side. Nice high punt. A lot of distance on this one. Good hang time. Kasai Truitt takes it, started to make a cut, dropped it, and then alertly fell on it inside the 30.
How about that? You could not get any more polar opposite between the first and the last punt for Miller.
Right.
The first one netted 0. That one was a good 35, 40-yard punt.
Yeah. So I say it's the first one he's had with the wind at his back.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 7:30 to go in the ball game. Lake needs a stop. They need to get off the field. Odessa would love nothing better than to run the clock out. Odessa has all 3 timeouts left. The Ducks just 1.
Let's see where they go here, Glenn. I mean, I think you got to go ground game here. Try and chew some clock.
Well, you remember last time they had it, they started to move it, and then they went backwards.
Yes.
Well, we've got an interesting backfield here. So we've got a straight T, and then the fullback, Beelan, behind them. Beelan gets the ball, looks for some room on the left side, not much there.
Nothing at all there.
He got a yard.
And it's just, this Lake defense has been impressive. I think that was Torres again on the tackle, number 8. They're not big. Lake is not big by any means, but they're very fundamentally sound when it comes to tackling the ball carrier.
They are. By the way, that was the 22nd carry of the game for Beelan.
It's been a heavy dose of him.
And his largest carry went for 10 yards. That's the only double-digit run he's had because Lake is so quick to react. This time a direct snap to Melton. He shakes off one defender. He'll get up across the 30 just barely. He's only going to gain about 3.
Again, I mean, it's like the Lake is taking it to Odessa up front right now, despite the size disadvantage.
And they're cheating in. They're playing all-run defense here.
As they should, given time, score,
Mm-hmm.
and tendencies. I mean, you know, Odessa's only passed when they feel like they've had to.
All right, Kussman checks back into the huddle. Clock running, closing in on the 6-minute mark in the ball game. 3rd down and 5. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Kussman has Beelan behind him. Drops straight back, throws a little slant pattern, and him and his receiver, I don't think, on the same page there.
Yep, they had a timing. Timing was not there on that one.
Incomplete, bring in the punt team. So Lake got off the field. That's what they needed to do.
Yes.
Just under 6 minutes to go, and again, they have all 3 timeouts left. And they should get good field position with Odessa punting into this breeze. Back deep. Nevon Pierce standing at his own 40-yard line. High snap, but there's no rush. High punt, good hang time. And again, takes a Lake bounce.
Yeah, it does.
Downed at the 49 of Odessa. And that's where Lake will have it. Plenty of time, 5:45 to go. 14-12 is your score. Odessa clinging to the lead. They've led throughout. They led 7-6, 14-6, and now 14-12. End of the 3rd quarter. Still Middletown 9, Red Bank 7, down in right to the east of us. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was.
I must have hit my microphone.
Okay.
By accident.
Parson in the gun. Double wing set. Little option play. He hands it off right up the middle to White. And White, minimal gain there.
All right, let's see what they got. There's a timeout. An injured player again.
Yeah.
More cramping, more than likely.
I think you're going to say White gained nothing there, Pat. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10, but we do have the official timeout with 5:30 to go in this one. Looking to see if we got any other updates here.
Take a look here. Let's take a look. Let's hop right on Twitter. And that's, yes, I still call it Twitter, folks.
Yeah, I can't call it X.
Yep, we'll refuse to.
Okay, according to our colleague Mike Lang, Abyssinia is being cleared because of an impending thunderstorm.
about that?
So the Salesianum game, and with their opponent
14-7.
being Episcopal, that's in a delay, a weather delay.
14-7 in that one. It looks like it's 27-20 Central over
Yep.
Laurel in the fourth.
Yeah, give Laurel credit hanging in there.
Cape up 14-6 over Red Lion, ended a third. Woodbridge 38, Seaford 0.
Okay, that sounds right.
That's a final.
Central just scored again. I'll tell you what, we got a lot of friends and colleagues that are helping us out with scores. Thanks to a good friend Earl Biddle. 34-20 Central now over Laurel, and Central has scored 2 consecutive touchdowns.
Wow.
All right, thanks for the updates, guys. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Parson back to pass. He throws the home run ball. It's caught. Pierce has it. And he'll go all the way for the touchdown.
Wow. What a throw.
49 yards. Nevon Pierce was wide open in the middle of the field.
Glenn, we were waiting for a big play shot, right? It's been really steady ground game. I thought that Lake had some opportunities. They've dropped a couple. There's been some nice defensive stops by defensive backs. They finally were able to peel one off. It was a great throw. And what a play. And how about Lake Forest with the way that this game started?
Yeah.
To climb all the way back and take a lead here late in the fourth quarter. What work by the Spartans here.
Touchdown pass, big play. We've got another player, I think, cramping out at the 20-yard line. So, yeah, there have been 2 big plays in this game, and they both belong to Lake. 71-yard touchdown run by Aiden Young and a 49-yard hook up there on 2nd and 10. And good blocking. We talked about how the offensive line for Odessa's had a heck of a game. How about the O-line for the Spartans protecting Parson and giving him time to complete the pass? Chase Lewis, Jameer Harris, Matthew Cannon, Travion Culbertson, Trezon Stanley. Good job there, guys. Pass protection.
Absolutely. And, I'm curious to see Lake go for 2 here again, try and push this to 6.
Yeah. 18-4, their first lead of the night.
The extra point would do them no good anyway.
And Odessa still has plenty of time. 4:54 to go. They have 1 timeout remaining. First time they've trailed in the game. Yeah, the Spartans. And now I don't even think they have the right personnel in.
They got timeouts.
Now they're going to, one player was coming off the field, now he's coming right back on.
They haven't started the 5-second count. I'm watching that back, Judge.
All right, it's a double wing set. White goes in motion. He gets the pitch out. He throws the pass. And I think it was intercepted.
Yep. So, point no good.
Well, that was a little bit of razzle-dazzle from Fred Johnson of Lake Forest.
A little halfback pass.
I like it. I like the play. Well, you know what? Let's step aside real quick. We'll be back. 4:54 to go. Lake 18, Odessa 14.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Back here at the pond, Odessa High School, Glenn Fraser alongside Pat Carriantes, Nick Halliday on camera. Still photography by Ben Fulton. He'll have some great shots for you, photos on the website and on Facebook and other social media, probably later on tonight or at least tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. All right, here's the kickoff. End over end. Sails down inside the 20 carry at the 16-yard line. Upended at the 30 to the 31. I believe that was Beelan on the return.
So let's see. All right, let's see if the Ducks got an answer, Glenn. First time they've been trailing in this game. They've been leading the whole way. Had a really great opportunity at the end of the first half. 3 consecutive possessions. They had the touchdown, the onside kick to recover it, and then they got the ball coming out of the half, and they only came away with 7 points, Glenn, on those 3 possessions.
Yeah.
And it's kind of come back to bite him as Lake takes the lead here late.
Cussman back to pass. Looks the center, then looks far side of the field, in and out of the hands, and then almost picked off by White on the tip drill.
It was. He ended up running into his outside linebacker there. Otherwise, he might have caught that off the shoestring.
Pass was intended for Javon Truitt.
Now Odessa comes out and passes. How about this, right?
Yeah. You know, I think the wind has died down just a little, Pat. It's not as bad as it was earlier.
I think you're right. Storms have blown through the area. None here.
No.
But, you know, that wind plays a part in it. The weather's kind of settled.
Cussman moving his personnel around. Flanked in the backfield by Beelan. He rolls far side, throws that way, and that one's incomplete.
Roll him away from his throwing side. I know it's the wide end of the field, but
ever since he threw a 9-yard pass to Beelan, he's now missed on the last 3. And now, 3rd down and 10. Last pass was intended for Elijah Starkey.
Lake Forest. What a job by these guys. Can they hold on?
Yeah. Cussman. Back to pass again. Sets up the screen to Beelan, and that was read by Lake. They tackle him for a loss back inside the 30.
These boys are tackling, Glenn. That, I believe, was number 9, Damian Brewington, coming up to make the play. And then finishing him off was Pierce again.
I say great pursuit by this defense.
They've been fantastic. I mean, the tackling has been superb. Take a player off again, the knee pad thing, I think.
And trailing by 4, Odessa is going to punt the ball and hope the defense can get off the field, give them another opportunity. Snap is low, taking it on a hop. Getting the punt off the side of his foot, takes a good Odessa bounce this time all the way out to midfield, and will be down around the 48-yard line of Lake Forest. So Spartans have it with 4:02 to go, and Odessa has only 1 timeout left.
Yeah, good part. And now you'll start to see that wing T take shape. You'll see the misdirection, the sweeps. Try and run. I don't think they're going to try to run up the middle. They might do that wham again to Young, try and catch him in that double A gap blitz.
Odessa faithful down in front of us here on the home side below the press box, yelling encouragement to their defense. Lake's still going to spread the defense out. They go with 2 receivers top and bottom of your screen, and Parson in the gun. Hands it off to White up the middle.
No, he held it.
Well, he did keep it. And there's a little shuffle pass out in the flat that's caught by Pierce. Great fake by him, and he really sold it because Odessa just swarmed on the ball carrier.
It's a great job. He rode the fake. And then how about the rollout, knowing I can either keep this and run or I got an RPO. I got a guy standing right there waiting for me, and he decided to throw it. And that's a good first down play, 8 yards.
Yeah. Connects with Pierce again. That time for 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Good play call by Freddie Johnson and his staff. This time they go trips to the top of your screen, Pierce to the bottom. Parson with White in the backfield. This time he hands it off to White. He's grabbed from behind. He's going to be very close to a first down.
I think we're going to have an injured player, unfortunately, here.
It just might be hopefully cramping again as trainers from both sides of the field converge. Odessa's trainer seeing if they can lend a hand here as we're under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. And the player gets up and goes off for Lake. So hopefully just cramping again, but I saw him pounding his fist into the turf. You certainly do when you get one of those.
Yeah, they're not fun.
No.
They're not fun, Glenn.
That was Raekwon Sullivan. So he did not get enough for the first, so it's going to be 3rd down and less than a yard. Ball at the 43-yard line of Odessa. Big play right here. Clock running, down to 2:35 and counting to go in the game. You think Odessa's going to sell out on the run?
2, 1. Better call timeout.
I think they didn't get it off. It's going to be delay a game, right?
We'll see if they award them the time. No, they called delay. Oh, why would you not take your time out there?
Yeah, you had 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh man, you got all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, now it's 3rd and 6.
Oof.
Almost 3rd and 6.5. Ball back out across the 47-yard line of the Ducks. Let's see what head coach Johnson and quarterback Parson come up with here. Clock stopped with 2:19 to go. This time a tight formation. Turn and give the ball to White right up the middle. Tackled from behind, but surging forward. And he got almost all the penalty yardage back. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2.
There's a timeout, I think, from Odessa.
That's that last one.
They haven't signed who called the timeout, but I'm just assuming. Yeah, there it is.
4-yard pickup there by White. So now 4th down and 2. 2:10 to go. No timeouts for Odessa. Lake on top by 4. Got a heck of a game to start out the season here, buddy.
That we do, and it's been a blast. Just back and forth we've gone. I mean, defense, I mean, you can't ask. There's special teams.
Yeah.
We had a big play finally.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
So some of the other matchups we have for you in the month of September, we already mentioned next week's schedule. Thursday, Hodson at Caravel, and then Middletown at Central, Sally's at Smyrna on Friday. The week after that, that's the weekend of September 13th and 14th, we're going to have Friday night games. Red Lion at Lake. They'll see Lake again. And Apo at Dover. We got some really good games coming up for you, folks. All right, here we go. This could be the game right here. 4th and 2.
Oh, I just saw lightning.
Parson under center.
Try and draw him off sides. And
Hands off. White has the first down, but a penalty flag is down. White burst into the secondary. You did see lightning? I didn't see it.
Yeah. False start. Oh, man, that's brutal.
Oh, my. That's 2 huge penalties.
On 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. Comes the punt team.
Look what we got coming. Yeah, there's a big weather system.
It's set around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's headed this way, but it's on the other side of the Chesapeake Bay right now. All right, after the penalty. Now it's 4th down and a 7. And they go into punt formation, so Odessa will get another shot. Miller's going to fake it. He's going to run with it. He's got room.
He's
got the first down and more. And then he just falls down.
Smart.
Because they can just run the clock out.
Looks like they said he stepped out of bounds.
Got
and there's a penalty marker. What's the penalty here?
Oh, my. That's back at the line of scrimmage. And now another late flag. And that might be unsportsmanlike on a
and there's
Odessa.
Another
there's
one. There's
third.
Flags all over the place here, Glenn.
Laundry. Yellow laundry on the green turf. All right, let's sort this out. What a great fake.
Sideline warning or something.
Yeah, I think because one of the coaches was out on the field.
I think there was some kind of illegal block thrown and that's going to be unfortunate for Lake supporters.
That's the weapon you have in Darius Miller being your punter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But he can take off on a fake like that. All right,
Personal
foul.
And it wasn't dead ball. I didn't see dead ball, which means it's during the play.
All of this occurs with 2:02 to go on the clock. Again, Lake Forest still has all 3 timeouts remaining. Odessa is out of timeouts. A lot of conversation out on the center of the field near the near side hash marks. We got 4 of the referees out there. The far side judge is about to head over as well.
A lot of discussion here.
Yeah.
And again, if it's during the play, Glenn, we're going to have to run 4th down again.
We got a final score in. Cape Henlopen defeated Red Lion 20-13. Good fight
game.
by the Red Lion team.
And Evan Buddinger's good, man. The quarterback.
It's almost identical score to last year. It was 21-14 last year, Cape. Yeah, he is a good quarterback.
Tingle's great at Cape.
Final score, Early College High School. They did have enough players to play that opener tonight, and they lost to DMA 57-0.
There's a personal foul, and it's against Lake, so not a dead ball. Phillies come back and beat the Braves 5-4 after trailing 4-0.
Wow, good.
There's a blind side block, so 4th and 9 now.
Okay, ball back on the Lake side of midfield at the 47-yard line. Now, of course, Odessa has to be wary of Darius Miller. But I would think this time Coach Johnson will just have him punt this thing away.
Nick Castellanos, go ahead 2-run homer.
Yep, we got another final Benny Mitchell's game. Sussex Central scores 21 unanswered points to beat Laurel 41-20.
It's a
good punt.
Great punt.
Send him all the way back to the 10-yard line. Breaks 1 tackle. That's Kasai Truitt. He's up to the 15.
It's a penalty at the 30. Let's see what that is. It's a great punt. You got 3 timeouts. Although you don't need them, you're winning. But let's see what the penalty is here, Glenn. Long way to go for Odessa with no timeouts.
And into the wind. Again, a long conversation down the center of the field with the officials. Got a few people chiming in here tonight. Let's shout out to Shannon Timmons, our colleague, does a lot of field hockey and softball work for us. She says, I can't believe I'm watching a football game. It seems like we just did the Blue Gold All-Star game like yesterday.
That's the truth.
Earl Biddle chiming in, Marty Sheehan giving us some scores and updates. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. This one's not over yet, folks.
Not over yet. Nope.
No.
I have not heard anyone start singing yet.
Nope. All right, so they're going to start this drive on the 10-yard line, I believe. Is it inside the 10? It's on the 8. Odessa fans hoping for a long play for the Ducks. Kussman drops back to pass, throws that little hitch pass. Oh, and in and out of the hands of the receiver. And that one just dropped.
Good idea, good throw. Starkey just dropped it. I think he was looking downfield before he secured the catch, anticipating the hit.
Yep. Nice little slant pattern. He was open in front of the secondary. 2nd down and 10 for the Ducks. I keep thinking they're going to try a running play here somewhere. the other side of the field. This time they connect on that pass. Nice job of running after the catch. Is that Kasai Truitt?
Number 1, that's correct.
Yep, he's all the way out to the 28-yard line.
Good work there by Truitt. They're going to line up, go no huddle here. Got some time. The clock temporarily stops on the first down.
20-yard pickup.
And they spike it.
Yeah, good move. 91 seconds to go in the game. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Ducks at their own 28.
Sacrifice it down to get a little bit of time to make a strategic play call here.
Kussman returns to the huddle after he got the play from the sidelines. Kasai Truitt split to the top of your screen. Slot receiver inside of him. Wilborn to the bottom. Beelan in the backfield with Kussman. This time he looks near side. He throws it downfield, and I think they were going to have a little slant and go.
Yeah.
Not on the same page again. 3rd down and 10 coming up. You know what? The defender bit on that fake. If the receiver had continued to run the route, then maybe Kussman got rushed just a little bit with the pressure to release it early.
It looks like there's more cramping.
Yeah. Official timeout again. Well, again, we'll see Lake Forest here on Delaware Live, 302 Sports, coming up in a couple of weeks. And they get that player to his feet. Getting a round of applause. Check and see who Odessa has up next. I believe they have Appo. That's why Brian Timpson, coach of the Jags, was here with some of his players. Friday, September 6th at Appo Stadium, or Jaguar Stadium. And then they have to turn around and play Middletown.
Tough out the gate.
Yeah.
Tough out the gate.
All right, 3rd down and 10 play coming here. Beelan behind the quarterback, Kussman. He's going to take off up the middle. He had to. He had to be flushed out of there. He's going to gain about 3 yards, clock running. 4th down.
That's one of those, you just throw the ball away, stop the clock.
Mm-hmm.
That clock continues to churn here. You got to get the 1st down anyway here. This is the game, Glenn.
Yeah. 2-step drop, has time, pump fake. Now he's swarmed under and sacked.
What a job by Lake Forest, Glenn.
Yep.
What a job after about as bad of the first 3 minutes of this game as you could go.
Yeah.
You go backwards 20 yards. You do a punt for a net of 2 yards. You give Odessa the ball at their own 20. All right, your 20, I should say.
Yeah.
Give up a touchdown. It's 7-0 before you blink an eye. And they never, ever folded. They just, from that point on, they focused up. What a job by this Spartans team.
Yeah. Under 57 seconds left in this one. Really, they could just take a couple of kneel downs.
Right. Victory formation, take one, let 16 seconds come off the play clock,
right.
Take a second one, and you're good.
And it looks like that's the formation that they're in. Parson takes the snap, takes the kneel down. Odessa can't stop the clock, so they'll have to do it one more time. And we have to pick a player of the game, Pat. We got a lot of Lake Forest guys to choose from.
We do.
What do? Do you go with the quarterback, Parson?
I mean, Parsons has been good. What I was really impressed with the most, Glenn, was the tackling in that secondary.
Yeah. White?
Miller, White, Pierce, making plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
But they really came up and secured a lot of, potential big plays for Odessa. They negated them.
Yeah.
That Lake Forest defense was superb.
All right, well, I'm going to go down and I guess get White, Andrew White, because he also was a good rusher. Final score in this one, 18-14, Lake over Odessa as Lake comes from behind the second half to get the win. And we'll be back with our post-game show and our player of the game right after this.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. If someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust.
Sorry for the delay in the extended post-game show. Once again, our final score in our season opener, 18-14, as Lake Forest comes from behind to get the win here at Odessa. Here are unofficial stats for the games. For Odessa, Beeland rushes 22 times for 61 yards and a touchdown. Melton, 6 carries for 30 yards. And then quarterback MJ Kussman, 11 of 20 for 100 yards passing. For Lake Forest, 6 carries, 84 yards for Aiden Young. Of course, he had the 71-yard touchdown run and a short touchdown run of 3 yards. White, 11 carries, 44 yards, and then Parson completed 5 of 7 passes for 83 yards for the victorious Lake Forest Spartans. Other final scores, 41-20, Sussex Central over Laurel as the Golden Knights score the final 21 points of the game. Cape Henlopen gets a touchdown win over Red Lion, 20-13. Earlier today at Abyssinia, Howard lost to Hodson, 21-6. Middletown was leading Red Bank Catholic 9-7. No further update on that game. Salesianum's game has been halted up in Wilmington due to weather. 14-7 Sal's lead over Episcopal. DMA 57-0 over Early College, and First State Military 62-12 over AI DuPont. Pat, any final thoughts on this one?
Well, really impressive from Lake Forest. Again, you get a really, really rough start to this game. They kept their composure, Glenn. I thought they tackled tremendously. That's some of the best tackling I've seen in an opening week from a team in a long time. I could not be more impressed with what they did here today. Odessa, it's a tough one for them, and then it doesn't get any easier for them.
No, it doesn't. They've got Apple and Middletown coming up. All right, this has been our First Aid Ortho game of the week. First Aid Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician assistants at 16 locations. They provide surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions. They're trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. They also serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local rec and competitive leagues. Their docs are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers for consult and treatment. If you need their services, give them a call, 302-731-2888, or go to the website and visit firststateortho.com. Please mention you saw and heard the ad on Delaware Live Sports. Our thanks here to both coaches, Fred Johnson of Lake Forest and Nick DeGotti at Odessa, as well as the Odessa Athletic Director, Rogers Gillespie. For the entire 3-0 Sports crew and my broadcast partner, Pat Garriates, I'm Glenn Frazier. Once again, the final score in our season opener. It was Lake 18, Odessa 14. Thanks for watching this event on the Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. We'll see you next week.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader. Because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.